Oh, hey, Fishless fam. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the classic B.L.T. sandwich. But you guys all grew up eating bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches. Today, we're going to do the fisherman's version, which is bluegill, lettuce, and tomato. So stay tuned with us. I'm going to show you how I clean the bluegill. And I'm also going to show you how we deep fry them and put our bluegill, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches together. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, welcome back. So what I'm going to show you today, I'm just going to demonstrate on how I go about filleting the bluegill. So for the sandwiches today, we're just going to fillet the bluegill, no skin, and then I'm going to bread and deep fry the fillets, and that's what we're going to put on our sliders. So the first thing that you want to do, I've went ahead and picked out the biggest bluegill that I caught. So what we're going to do, lift up the fin and we're going to cut it at an angle. So you want to cut it high up on the top of the head because there's a lot of meat up here, especially on the big ones. And we're going to work our way down this way. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to take our knife and just barely go along the fin up here, down to the tail. And then we're going to pull that back in order to make it boneless. I'm going to cut along the top of the fillet, work my way down the ribs, and then once we do that, we'll break through. We'll come through this way, and then we'll come through the poo-poo hole, the anus, or perhaps the poop shooter. Work our way down that way, and then I'll show you how I fillet it off the skin. All right, so let's make that first initial cut. Okay, so I cut right behind the head there. And then we're going to take our knife. We're going to work our way right down the dorsal fin. You want to go in about, just want to give it the tip. That's all you want to give it. Okay, and then we're going to pull up on the fillet. You're going to hear some clicking sounds. And that's going to be my knife rubbing up against the rib bones as we separate the meat from the body. Okay, then you can almost just pull this away like that. And then we're going to go through the booty and work our way down the tail. And once you do that, all right, then what you're going to do is you're going to want to take your knife and just separate the meat from the skin. Leave yourself a little bit of space back here where you can grab onto the skin, and always move your fillet close to the edge of your table. And then you're going to run your knife and just glide it across the skin like that. Okay, and there you go. Boneless, skinless fillet. All right, so after you get your fillets, you're just going to rinse them off. Get all that blood and everything off of them. All right. And that is what you're left with. That's one side of the bluegill fillet. And then what I'm going to do is I've got some ice water here. We're just going to dump the fillets in the ice water to keep them chilled. All right, guys, so we got one of the fillets chilling in the ice bath. I'm going to go ahead, fillet the rest of these up, and then I'll catch you back at the deep fryer when we're ready to throw these bad boys in the hot grease. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So we are here at the campsite. We're getting ready to deep fry our bluegill. which I have marinated them in mustard to use as a binder. And then I've got some breading mix that I've got them coated in. And then once we get those deep fried, I'm going to show you how I'm going to assemble the B.L.T slider. I mentioned earlier in the video that it was going to be a B.L.T sandwich, but I figured because these are small bluegill, we're going to make them into sliders. So I got small slider rolls is what we're going to put them on. I've done some of the prep work. Went ahead and sliced up my tomato that we're going to use. I've got shredded lettuce, homemade tartar sauce. What I do with that is just mayonnaise, sweet pickle relish, salt, pepper, and some dill weed seasoning. Just mix that all together, let it sit in the fridge for a few hours to bind, and then that's it. So let's get over there, fry these bad boys up, and then we'll get over here and we'll show you how we're going to assemble them. And these won't take long to cook. Small, thin fillets like these probably take 2 to 5 minutes. That's about it. Alright, I think we hit our capacity limit on this grease tub. Can't fit no more in that thing. And that's what they look like. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them. Get them in here to start draining some of that grease off. Those are good. Little bluegill sliders. Alright, so we're going to assemble our bluegill lettuce and tomato sliders. First thing we're going to get here is our slider buns. First thing I'm going to do is get some of this homemade tartar sauce. And I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom piece of the bread. Okay. And we're going to grab our shredded lettuce. Some of that on there. And then we will do slice. I went ahead, I got Roma tomatoes because they were smaller, so they fit perfectly when you slice them on the slider roll. So just like that. And then we're going to get a piece of our bluegill. Okay. And then get some more tartar sauce on the top of the bun. Alright, and then we're just going to lay it right on top like that. Guys, it's 95 degrees and you got some good food out here, they're going to come. It's inevitable. You can't stop it. There you go. Bluegill, lettuce, and tomato sliders. Alright, here we go. Hey everyone, so unfortunately I was having some technical difficulties and I was not able to capture some of the audio towards the end of the video. So I just wanted to say that the bluegill, lettuce, and tomato sliders were outstanding. Really enjoyed eating those. The family enjoyed them. I just want to give a quick shout out. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and commented and liked my channel. If you are new to the channel and you haven't done so and you'd like to see more of my fishing adventures, please hit that subscribe button. I'm quickly approaching 300 subscribers. So again, I appreciate every one of you. I do want to give a quick shout out to my late mom. Mom, I love you and miss you. And thank you so much for inspiring me to do what I'm doing on this channel. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Take care. What'd you catch, Robert?
Catfish.
Is that your first one?
It's my first catfish.
Yeah. What are you going to name him? Whiskers?
Yes.
Hold it up. All right.